At this journey of immigration, there are some certain things that is a must do, and that thing is medical. Medical is one of the essential things that any immigrant who is going to Canada, UK, Australia, and US must do. And in this case, it is one of the essential things that if you are going as a student, you are going as a spouse of a student or a worker, you are going as an immigrant or a family sponsor, you must do this medical. So sit back, relax, let us explain in this video how we are going to book appointment for this medical, how we are going to make payment online for this medical, how we are going to know the hospital that is designated for this medical. As you all know, my name is P.O.C, but you know if you call me P.O.C Global, I feel younger. If your interest is a content of immigration, then give us a like button, share and follow us, so that whenever we upload any video, you will be the first to get it. Medical is very essential when you talk about migrating to Canada, like I said, Australia, New Zealand, UK, US. Is a must do. So what is medical? Medical is just a process of examining a patient or an immigrant who wants to travel, especially if you are a student, a spouse of a student or a worker, an immigrant, family sponsor. These are people that are meant to run medical. If you are going so in this case, the medical is just a process by which they examine if you have some disease like syphilis. If you have eye problem, they will detect, because as a student you are meant to see. You cannot learn without seeing. If you have a problem of P.O.C and all that, HIV and all that. So this is the process by which they identify if you are okay, suitable, and has the capacity, the medical capacity to go for what you are going for. That is medical. Then in this process, you have upfront medical and requested medical. Upfront medical are medical you do before submitting your visa application. They are medical, you have to go for medical. After your medical examination, they will give you a paper that you will submit alongside your visa application. Though they have sent their report to them, but you have to submit it. That is upfront medical. Requested medical, where giving a request or a paper to go to so place and do medical. It is the process after the visa officer has examined your paperwork, and maybe he is looking to see if you are okay to be granted this visa. Then he will now request for your medical. This is what we call requested medical. Now, there are these two types of medical. If we want to hasten or fasten your process of your visa, then I advise you to go for upfront medical, because the process by which you are being requested to go for medical and sending your medical and the visa officer coming back to review your work is a lot of time. But if you have done upfront medical and the visa officer find you worthy to be granted this visa, he doesn't need to request for it again. He will just grant you. So in this video, we are going to go to the system now and book appointment for medical. Like I told you, in Nigeria, we have 2 designated centers that has the capacity to run your medical. One in Abuja and one in Lagos. And in Lagos, you have what we call IOM and Cure Life. So these places is where you can go and run your medical. So let's go to the system and see how we are going to book appointment, make our payment for the medical. If you open your browser, you will just type mymedical.iom.int. It will bring you to this page. This is where you register. This place is where you register the country you are departing from. We say Nigeria, and this is where you select your destination. You will say Canada. You get, and then you now select which type of immigration. Is it a permanent or a temporary one? As a student, we are going for temporary immigration. Then we select it. Then we select, it will now ask you what type of visa are you going with. You know, we are going for student visa. You now ask you how many person is going with you, or are you. We know that we are one. We just click one person, then we say start. Then it will bring us here. Like I told you that this is only two in Nigeria. We have Abuja and Lagos. Maybe we'll click Abuja. It will just give you a disclaimer. You will just say okay. Then what next? You will now have to agree. You have to read terms and conditions and agree to it. Then you say agree. Then you will now say continue. Then in this place, this is where you select your date. Do you understand? You select your date. There is some date you select. You will see that the date is filled up. For example, let's select let's select 12. You can see this place is not highlighted. It means that 12 is filled up. Then let's select 10. In this place we have time like 8, 9, 10. Then we select 10. Do you get? If we select 10, then we will now say next. We will now click continue. Do you get? This place is where you put your information. You understand? This information is very vital. After putting this information, I will stop here because I don't have information that I want to put here. After this information you put here, it will now send, because you are going to put your email, it will now send a notification to your email where you will download the date which you have picked. Then it will also show you a payment method where you can make a payment. Just make the payment, have your receipt. Then on that very day you can go with your receipt. This is just how you can be able to book your appointment, make payment, and go for your medical. If you are going to your medical or you are making payment, make sure you make payment 2 days before you go for your medical so that it will reflect with them. Then if you are going, go with your passport and your payment slip for evidence. So this will be the end of this video. If you find this content helpful, you can like, share, and click up the notification button so that whenever we drop a video, you will be the first to get it. As you all know, my name is P.O.C, but if you call me P.O.C Global Alpha Younger, I'm an international student in Manitoba, Canada.